So, how do you navigate this particular course? Well, what I want to point out is that we have the Moodle page here, our Summer 19 Intro to Meteorology with Lab. And you'll notice we have this first tab. We actually have multiple tabs here. This particular tab is an information and resource for the course. And then notice you'll have a tab that says May 28th through June 3rd, 2019. You'll notice that it is not very easy to see because the course has not started yet. Each week, I will go ahead and open up each of these tabs that you see here. So we'll have weekly tabs that we're going to operate in within Moodle. So beginning tomorrow, the May 28th through June 3rd tab will be available. And I will go ahead and show you from the instructor side what that particular tab has within it. But notice each week, the June 4th through June 10th, we'll have resources such as lecture videos, assignments, labs, forecasting, those types of things. Then we have the June 11th through June 17th tab, and so on, all the way until the last week of the course, which is August 13th through August 18th. So the main navigation will take place by going to each of these tabs each week. But we're in the Information and Resources lab to start off with. I want to point out a few items. Here's the welcome video from me that I hope you will view the first day or no later than the second day of class. And then this particular link here, Navigating Moodle, is the one that I'm recording right now to show you how to navigate through Moodle in this course. And then I have this particular link here. This is an online course, but it's been proven out there with research that students that feel connected in an online course are often best connected through knowing who their other classmates are. And so what I have here to kind of expedite this introduction, like I said, currently as of this video, there are 8 students in the course. You're going to click here to introduce yourself in a 30-second video. So let me go ahead and I will go ahead and do an introduction. And again, it's 30 seconds. So introduce yourself, your name, why you're taking the course, and then let's have a little fun fact. So let me go ahead and click on this link here. And then you see right here, I can click on this create, and we'll do record a new session. I can't do it right now because I'm recording this session on how to navigate through Moodle. But all you would do is click here, and in fact, I'll do a video here very briefly in just a few minutes to show you what happens when you click on record a new session. I'm just looking if there's anything. I hope you'll also view this particular link on tips to succeed in an online learning environment. If you click here, I believe this is a one-page. It talks about from Duquesne University, how to best, for instance, managing your time. That is a critical one. You don't want to wait until the day before assignments are due to start viewing the supporting lecture materials. It's just a recipe for disaster. And then the advice here, all of these, it's a one page. Will take you literally maybe 10 minutes to read, but I think it's a valuable resource to look at. Okay, so let's go back up to the tabs. Like I said, this is the student view. Right now I've got it on student view, and since the course hasn't begun, I cannot actually access this May 28th through June 3rd tab. You will be able to once the course opens up tomorrow. Which will be Tuesday. I'm going to go back, return to my normal role, and then turn the editing on. So what will end up happening when you click on this May 28th through June 3rd tab, you will see something that looks like this. Let me see if I can view this in student mode. I wonder if it will let me. Hold on just a moment. No, it defaulted me right back here to the resource page. So let me go back as instructor. Click on this. And so you will see I have resources here. What is a station model? Why do you care what a station model is? What is a station model? Well, let me give you an idea here. If I click on this second link, it will bring up this particular map of the US. Let me see if I can make this a little bit larger. So now you have a map of the US with a bunch of numbers and a bunch of circles, and you've got these little symbols here. You've got these little arrows that take a severe right. You've got another arrow here, long arrow, small arrow. What does all this mean? Well, what you're looking at is what we call a station model of surface observations. In other words, it tells us the weather at locations throughout the US in shorthand notation. So for instance, I can go right here to Des Moines, Iowa, and I can see that the temperature is 75 degrees. The dew point temperature is 64. The winds are out of the southwest at 15 miles per hour. There's less than 25% of the sky covered with clouds, and the barometric pressure is 1,005.0 millibars. So just by looking at a few items here, I can tell a lot about the weather. I can tell the winds are out of the southwest. I can tell they're pretty strong at 15 miles per hour. I can see that the temperature is mild at 75, but the dew point is rather high at 64. But right now, you don't know any of this. So how do you learn about how to interpret the weather at a station model? Well, you click on these links. What is a weather station model? And I have a YouTube video that I've linked to. It's 6 minutes, 27 seconds. You'll spend time reviewing this.
Is pivotal to understanding meteorology. All maps used in this class will contain weather station models. So it is important to know and to understand how to read and interpret them. Weather reports contain an immense amount of data. Cloud cover, temperature, dew point.
So you get an idea. I'm providing resources for you to learn how to read a station model. And then I noticed that students often have a difficult time interpreting atmospheric pressure on a station model. So you know what I did? I created a help video for that one.
This particular module is a question that was asked by one of your colleagues, and the question is, how do I take the barometric pressure at the station model 138 and turn it into 1,013.8 millibars?
So you see there are resources here. And then a student in a previous class had questions about, well, I'm having difficulty understanding wind direction and speed. Well, guess what? I've created a short,
the next question from your colleague.
2-minute, 28-second video on how to interpret that. So these are resources for you to use, because guess what? You're going to have an assignment, homework number 1, due by June 3rd, 2019, on, let's say it all together, the station model. So I click on that and it's downloaded as a Word document. And it should pop up here in just a moment. But it's a homework on station models. So I've provided 4 station models for you to review and answer some questions about. And this particular homework assignment is to help you learn how to interpret station models, because we use these station models to gauge the current weather across the U.S. So here it is, homework number 1, problem number 1. Here I have a station model, and I have things like temperature, dew point, wind direction, wind speed. All of this information you're going to fill in by looking at this station model. And I have 4 assignments. Now, once you complete this, so what you'll have to do is you'll have to print it out, write on it, and then go ahead and scan it or take a picture with your cell phone of the completed assignment, put it in a Word document, take the pictures that you have taken and put in a Word document, and then upload it to this link that says, click on this link to submit homework number 1. You would click on that, and there will be a place where you can upload your completed homework number 1, and you'll be able to submit it within Moodle. We also have a lab this week. The lab is, do you know your syllabus? So I put together 9 questions on your about your syllabus, just to ensure that you're reading the syllabus and understanding what it's asking. So to give you an idea, if I click on this link, there are 9 questions. Question number 1, what are the objectives of this course? And then you would put your answer in here. All of these questions are on the syllabus. The average time spent working in this online course, well, we already know the answer is 9 hours per week. What are the 6 principles of the course? And I just go down further and further. For instance, is there a textbook required for this course? You betcha. So you'd click on true for that one. And you would answer all 9 of these questions, hit finished attempt, and then you will have lab number 0 completed. We also have lab number 1, and lab number 1's a really easy one. We need to create an account. Each student needs to create an account on something called ClassNet. ClassNet is another online type of repository that has one assignment, and that assignment is forecasting. We will be using ClassNet, specifically the forecasting assignment, to make each and every one of our forecasts. And I have a little video that I'll show you how to set up your account. Now, note that these assignments, lab number 1, due June 3rd, 2019, no later than 11:55 p.m. Homework number 1, station model, due by June 3rd, 2019, 11:55 p.m. That is the way it will work. All of the assignments each week will be due no later than the following Monday, no later than 11:55 p.m. Except this assignment here. Simpson wants to ensure that students are engaged in the course within the first 2 days. And so this is the only assignment, lab number 0, do you know your syllabus, that's due this week, no later than Thursday, May 30th, 2019, 11:55 p.m. That's the only one. So you get an idea, at least a beginning idea, how to navigate the course. I would go each week, going back to information and resources. You're going to use that quite a bit. And then the following week, June 4th through June 10th, you would click on this link, and we have a set of more videos and assignments. So I hope this has helped a little bit on how to navigate. You can think of this as our home base, this information and resources. We have quite a few things on here. We talked about forecasting. This is where you would access the forecasting and I'll explain that in another video module.